Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving into something truly special rare, never before seen photos of Janis Joplin that capture the raw, unfiltered essence of one of rock's greatest icons. These images tell a story you've probably never heard before, peeling back the layers of the legend to reveal the real woman behind the voice. From her rebellious teenage years to her electrifying stage moments, we're going to uncover the untold stories that shaped Janis into the trailblazer she became. So, stick with me until the end, because you won't want to miss the surprising details and the emotional depth these photos reveal about her life. Let's start at the beginning, in Port Arthur, Texas, where Janis was born in 1943. Picture a young girl, full of dreams, growing up in a small, conservative town. Janis wasn't like the other kids. She loved music, art, and standing out, even when it made her a target. By the time she was a teenager, she was already rebelling against the norm, wearing men's shirts and short skirts, dyeing her hair, and diving headfirst into the blues. One rare photo from this time shows her sitting in her family's living room, strumming a guitar, her face lit up with focus. It's a quiet moment, but you can almost feel the fire inside her, ready to burst out. This wasn't just a kid messing around, this was Janis finding her voice, even as her classmates teased her for being different. Those early years of feeling like an outcast fueled her passion and gave her music its raw, emotional edge. Now, let's fast forward to 1966, when Janis arrived in San Francisco. The city was buzzing with the counterculture movement, and Janis fit right in. A rare snapshot from this time shows her laughing with friends in Haight-Ashbury, decked out in beads and a flowing skirt. It's a glimpse of the free-spirited Janis before fame took hold. But here's the untold story. Even as she embraced the hippie lifestyle, Janis was serious about her craft. She studied blues legends like Bessie Smith and Leadbelly, sneaking into clubs across state lines to soak up their sound. She wasn't just partying, she was a scholar of music, working hard to perfect her style. This photo reminds us that behind the wild image, Janis was driven by a deep love for her art. Keep watching, because we're just getting to the good stuff. Then came 1967, the year Janis exploded onto the scene with Big Brother and the holding company at the Monterey Pop Festival. One incredible photo captures her mid-performance, sweat on her brow, eyes closed, pouring her soul into the mic. This was the moment the world saw Janis Joplin, the rock star. Her voice gritty, powerful, and full of pain stunned everyone. But what most people don't know is how nervous she was before that show. Friends later said she worried she wouldn't measure up. That vulnerability, that fear of not being enough, is what made her connect so deeply with audiences. She wasn't just singing, she was bearing her soul. This photo isn't just a cool shot, it's a window into the heart of a woman who gave everything to her music. As her fame grew, so did the stories about her wild side. Janis was known for her love of Southern comfort, her bold attitude, and her unapologetic lifestyle. A rare photo from 1968 shows her leaning against her psychedelic painted Porsche, grinning like she owned the world. This car, with its swirling colors and images of her band, became a symbol of her larger-than-life personality. But here's the untold part. Janis wasn't always the carefree party girl she seemed. She struggled with self-doubt and the pressure to live up to her image. She once told a friend she felt like she had to be on all the time, even when she just wanted to be herself. This photo captures that duality: Janis the icon, but also Janis the woman, trying to find her place in a world that adored her but didn't always understand her. Let's talk about her music for a moment. By 1968, Janis was recording Cheap Thrills with Big Brother, an album that would become a classic. A behind-the-scenes photo from the studio shows her laughing with her bandmates, a rare moment of joy amid grueling recording sessions. What many don't know is how hard Janis worked in the studio. She'd stay until a.m., tweaking every note, making sure every song felt real. Tracks like Piece of My Heart and Ball and Chain weren't just hits, they were pieces of her soul. This photo reminds us that Janis wasn't just a natural talent. She was a perfectionist who poured everything into her craft. It's a side of her that doesn't always make the headlines, but it's what made her music timeless. Now, let's get to 1969 and the Woodstock Festival. Janis was at the peak of her fame, but her performance wasn't her best. A rare photo from that day shows her backstage, looking tired, a bottle in hand. The untold story here is that Janis was struggling. The drugs, the alcohol, the constant pressure, it was all catching up. She was disappointed in her Woodstock set and refused to let the recordings be released. But even at half power, as a friend once said, Janice blew minds. That photo captures a moment of vulnerability, a reminder that even icons have their struggles. It's a powerful image because it shows Janice as human, not just a legend. Stick with me, because we're about to dive into an even more personal moment. In 1970, Janice tried to get clean. She even moved to Brazil for a while, hoping to escape the chaos of her life. A rare photo from this time shows her sitting on a beach, looking calm, almost at peace. She was dating a guy named David Niehaus, and for a moment, it seemed like she might find some stability. But the pull of her old life was too strong, and she slipped back into using. This photo is heartbreaking, because it shows what could have been a Janice who might have found happiness away from the spotlight. It's a glimpse of the woman who wanted love and quiet, not just fame and chaos. This is why you need to watch until the end. These photos tell a story that goes beyond the headlines. Before you go, hit that like button if you loved uncovering these untold stories and subscribe for more deep dives into music history. Drop a comment below, tell me which photo or story surprised you the most. And don't forget to watch until the end of our next video for more rare finds you won't see anywhere else. See you soon.